Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hendrika, your guide to Once Upon an Orchid. And inside here, we've got something special. Okay, because let me show you what they are. These are a bunch of Vanda seedlings in a basket on hanging wire hooks. As you can see, they do not look very happy, because you can see that there are moss growing on the media, okay, and that some of the plants, even though they do not look dehydrated, looks pretty okay. Yeah, some have got lost its bottom leaves. This is not a good sign, especially for Vanda. You want at least 4 leaf, 3 leaf or more. 2 leaf is a really bad sign, meaning that possibility that it's too dry or they got fungal that has crept in and therefore causing the plant to lose its leaves. So today's video is on how to rescue such Vandas if you have them in your collection or if you decide to rescue them from someone. Alright, so let's go. Okay, so the couple of things that you need, of course, pots. I'm using these rectangle ones because they are not too big for these seedlings and not too small as well, because these are pretty much juvenile. And then I'm using some telephone wire. You can use twist tie, you can use telephone wire. I'll tell you a little bit why later. I'll put this aside. And then of course secateurs, and I've dipped in a solution of not bleach. This thing is called Milton, which is like a disinfectant for milk bottles, so it's used in the clinical industry. So yeah, I'll put that as a little tablet that you put in, and after that, of course, a lot of potting mix right here. So let's get started. Let's first we shall remove the plant. Okay, so we shall start with this one. I'm going to put all this rest. So let's start with this one. I'm going to do a couple. So this one doesn't look too bad. All right. Normally, what we should do first is I would pull out the plant. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes people say, "Oh, you're going to damage the roots" and things like that. Doesn't really matter. Sometimes you can even just cut it free. Nothing wrong with it, because my potting mix encourages root growth. All right. If you want to know the formula, it is in the description below, and of course, when you buy an orchid, if there is a tag, please remove it. Okay, you don't want to miss out on what is the actual name of the plant. So if you want to resell it, or if you want to decide, oh, should I keep it or not and whatnot, yeah. Okay, then after that, of course, we need one more thing. We need a little tub for the waste. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, because this plant is not super dehydrated, it's still kind of fleshy and stiff. So I'm going to first tease out all the yucky mix. So some people say, oh, you can dip it in this insecticide, fungicide and whatnot. If you find that it is very dehydrated, you can dip the plant in a seaweed solution for a couple of hours, yeah, to hydrate it. But right here, okay, what I'm going to do next is to cut off all these dried out roots. Okay, yeah, yes, I am brutal. I cut up roots. People say, oh, you shouldn't cut roots because it's still alive. Well, if the root is completely dead, what's the point? Okay, so this thing is completely dead. You can see that. So this thing it's just one skinny line. So it's the core of the root. It's pretty much useless. So cut that away. And yeah, even sometimes the root is too long, I cut it away. So anyway, I'll remove as much of the moss and crap as possible. Okay, this is done. This is our little seedling. Then I will put in our pot. Then what you do is you can sit the plant right in the middle. All right. Now, this pot has got two of these little holes. This is very useful, and I'll tell you why. To actually get the plant to be stable, that's where the wires come in a bit. But first we will put the plant in the middle. You can put it this way and put it this way, whichever way it's fine. I like to put it, this way. Then I'll put my potting mix. So the plant sits in the middle. Pour the potting mix till it just reach the root level. It just covers the root. You can add a little bit more because when we water it in, okay, the mix will compact a little bit. Okay, done. I'm going to take my wire, alright, take the wire, this wire, okay. I'm going to, there we go, okay, maybe about this long. So basically you want to wire it up and go one way and then come back. So I'm just going to guesstimate, cut somewhat of a length like this, and then first I'm going to push it through, okay. Twist it so that it stays firm on this side, and then the orchid, okay, I'm going to twist it round. Not too tight, not too tight, so long as it just holds, okay, just holds the center of the plant, okay, and then curl it up. Actually, one like this is already stable enough because if you water it, it will not shift and rock. But if you want, you can, let me see if I can have enough wire to come back. I think I have, yes. So you can even come back here, okay, like so. I'm going to push it through and then twist it in like that. So the plant is really, see, firm. You don't want the plant to be rocking and shaking everywhere when in strong winds or in watering situations. So once that is done, remember to always put your plant tags in before you move on to the next plant, because confusion is a bad thing. And then you just water it in, and that's it. So simple. You just repeat the process. I'm going to do another one. So this fella is poor little fella. Okay, it has lost most of its leaves except two, so it's really struggling to survive. So I'm going to first, of course, take it out of this basket very gently. So this thing is very sensitive, as in when it has got only two leaves, you got to be very careful and not break any leaf. Because if you break one leaf, the chances of it surviving is even lower. Okay. Okay, I like to pull out all the media and put it inside the basket. Remember your plant tag. This one is a Vanda Robert Delight with Fuchs Catrua. Generally, I don't grow strap leaf Vanda, but because this is a rescue and it was pretty much at the giveaway price, I asked my friend Susie to buy it. Shout out to my friend Susie, who got these for me, who spotted the garage sale and went to grab them for me. Thank you very much. So now what you do again, you can see that these roots here, are very, very dry. We shall remove them. Again, the secateurs are from Cut Above. Look it up, cutabove.com.au. So yeah, so this is our plant, okay, that we're going to pot up. Same thing. Same method. Nothing different. Okay. So the thing is, my mix, alright, holds a lot more water. So depending, okay, I don't have time to water my plants every day. So this mix works very well, and it's very good for very stressed out plants. It's very good for Vanda and all sorts of orchids. So basically this mix that I have, I'm putting the formula down, is good if you are not having a lot of time to water your plants every day. So that is it for this. You see, if I didn't wire it up, it's very loose, but you could also just water it in. Okay, still shaking. Sometimes if I pot it up high enough, it won't shake so much, but I'm just going to put wires on it now again. So I developed this method because I didn't like using chopsticks. You could put chopsticks as well. I'm going to do this again. Turn one round, or if you don't like it, you can you don't want to turn the plant because this center is really soft. Okay, so this part is really sensitive. So if you're afraid that you coil it around, you might break or strangle the actively growing part, then this is another way you can do it. Just go this way, right? And then close it, okay, like so. Try and get this thing in the middle. It's a bit fiddly. I'd rather not do this method. String and then thread it right through here. So it's good to have more length of wire than shorter length of wire. Then try and close the gap together. I like to put a bit more media so that it holds the plant in place a lot better. So this is if you are afraid that by coiling, okay, the plant, you might, cause the active growing point to be strangled. So this way is possible as well. So yeah, okay. So now we're going to do another one. Okay, this time with chopsticks. So chopstick method works if your plant is fairly strong, fairly large. You can use a piece of wire like this. Then I would first, okay, some people do this, like you first twist the wire onto the chopstick to give it like a cross and a turn. Then you put your chopstick down. Okay, now this one I think I'm going to turn it this way. Put your chopstick, okay, as low as possible. To me this is a little bit more work, but if you have less wire, more chopsticks, then yeah, this method will work. Close the loop, okay, cross it, and then twist one round. Even two is fine, as long as it just firmly holds it but not suffocating it. Alright, and straighten your plant up, and then water. Done. So you can now put these back wherever you normally grow your seedlings. This one's really tiny. This is a Rhinantheria. It's a Rhinantheria with a Ringo Corydes Bangkok sunset. Okay, interesting. Alright, this is so small. This is struggling as hell. Gosh, this fella is so unhappy. I don't have a problem with this. Same thing, same drill. Alright, just pull it all out. The difference would be with this is the pot size, I think. It is, as we figure it out together. This one's dead. This one's dead. The bottom of this bit here is also dead. Yeah, you'd be like, why am I cutting such tiny little pieces of plant off? Because it's dead. That's the point. Okay? That's why you need good shears. Sometimes when you do a plant rescue, it's always 50-50. Now, let's go find a pot. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this size pot. Okay. Why? Is because the roots are long. So I want to give it more potting mix space. You can see? Okay. You see? It's like this. Same thing. This one doesn't need wiring, doesn't need anything because it's just a small plant. It's such a small plant. So the roots will give it stability. That's why people say don't cut too much of the root off. And it's still alive. So I'll just fill it right to the top of where the roots are just going to get started. Always tap to even out the media and then add water. If you want to add extra precaution, you can put fungicide on it as well, and insecticide if you find that this plant has got scales and fungal infection. There we go. So we are now in the shade house. We brought these plants with the location of where they will be residing until they flower, with the other rescues that I've got right here. As you can see from that, there are, from the yellowing here, because we got a lot of rain, I did spray fungicide. Okay, you can see there's quite a bit of yellowing and brown. So sometimes with these kind of plants that are highly stressed, you treat them, but they might not react as favorable as you want. But let's see how it goes. So thank you everyone for watching this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it thoroughly. If you have any questions, put in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Alright, so that's all for now. Until the next one. Have a good one. See ya.